Revs are up. Nicolo Falzaresi seemed a little bit of a delayed start for Falzaresi, but he gets away. He's currently still in the lead, but he's not going to have the line. A little bit of side to side through the chicane. That means Falzaresi has the inside coming out. But maybe the exit compromise for Nicolo. Jensen Randall tucking in behind him. Elsewhere, there are all sorts of changes up and down the grid, positioning a big part of Jeddah at the start. Through the chicane, Koivuniemi has the inside line. I think David Rod briefly appeared in front on turn 1. Raza Abia making good use of the soft compound. He's already up to P7. Coming into the chicane, is there going to be an overtake? Rod staying ahead of Koivuniemi. Koivuniemi staying ahead of Raza Abia. You see clearly an incident a little bit further down the grid as we've had a few drivers pit already.
Okay, keine Sorge, das passiert auch den Besten. Auf deiner MFA findest du eine neue Strategie. Sieh sie dir mal an.
We'll see what he can do. Jensen Randall looking on the outside going into turn 27 will get it done on Freya Belai. And we have a VSC. A nice bit of alertness for Falzaresi as he has that interval go up to nearly 2 seconds now, and it's Jensen Randall. Maybe Logan Orn caught unaware for the VSC ending. It's an easy overtake coming into turns 22 for Jensen Randall. And it's a true safety car now. Jesper Limpinen. We'll see if anyone pits. Falzaresi, Randall, Oren, Freya Belai, David Rodman. And it is, as usually seems to be the case, Alexei Koivuniemi, who stays out. He is on the hard compound. But just as happened at the Hungarian Grand Prix, Koivuniemi, your race leader during a safety car. Staying out with him is Luke Smith. And that's the last turn. And we are back to racing. Alexei Koivuniemi, your race leader. Jensen Randall, a quick overtake of Falzaresi. But they're going back and forth, and it is bunched up coming into turn 1. This could be a little dangerous. Into the runoff goes Luke Smith in the Williams. The better line there for Randall coming out of the chicane. Falzaresi right behind him. Koivuniemi and Randall showing you why they are the clear Constructors' Championship favorites. Koivuniemi looked a little wounded coming out of turn 13 there. Maybe he just allowed Randall to pass. But again, maybe a little impact with the wall. Koivuniemi starting to tumble down the timing table. We'll keep an eye on him, see if we can notice anything. Almost looks like some loss in downforce, as he did not look to have the steering he needed in turns 22 and 23 at all. And now it's Freya Belai and Logan Orn getting by him. So not sure what happened to Koivuniemi. We'll see if he goes into the pit lane. Looks like he's staying out.
Okay, listen, don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us.
And we have a VSC. It looks like, unfortunately, you see there, that is the McLaren of Freya Belai. It looks like lost it on turns, I think that's 4 and 5. Yes, the VSC is over, so I was just going to say the gap between Falzaresi and Randall had ballooned to 5 seconds, but the VSC ended earlier so quickly that if we go green, Jensen Randall's going to have a huge advantage, and he does. 4 seconds between him and Falzaresi. Good awareness from Jensen Randall. Battle for P4 continuing. They'll come around turn 27 again, and will this time, oh, how about this? A little bit earlier of an overtake than maybe expected for David Rod. He gets it done on turn 27. He did get the overtake done early enough that it's actually Noah Smith who gets DRS. So perhaps an overtake a little bit too early. He gets it done on 27, but then just gives the driver he had passed DRS, and now David Rod might be under more pressure from Sandro Doulis than he would have been if he had waited until turn 1 for the overtake. It doesn't look like it'll be too dramatic until he has to make that pit stop. And it looks like that's going to be right now. So from here, Jensen could go to the soft compound. He'll fight for the fastest lap, which he already has, but your race leader is now Nicolo Falzaresi. We'll see where Jensen Randall comes out from the pit lane. But if he comes out behind the drivers we've been following so closely, but Jensen Randall, he can see a couple cars in front of him, and it's a safety car. Well, we saw the DNF from Dion Stahl. I say that, but it looked like, yes, Falzaresi and Logan Oren going in, and it's going to be Noah Smith. There's going to be quite a few. Even Jensen Randall. I think seeing everyone going in, knowing they'll have a tire advantage, going to be going in. So Logan Oren comes out of the pit lane before Nicolo Falzaresi. Your race leader is now Logan Oren. And the Alpha of Nicolo. And it is a restart for Logan Oren. Well, that was a fun one to be on board with. It's a good restart too. Logan Oren coming in to the chicane. Meanwhile, back we have drivers side by side in the chicane. We've seen it all day, especially on restarts. Noah Smith gets the overtake done on the Romanian driver David Rod. The gap between Falzaresi and Oren, 2 seconds. Does Falzaresi have some damage, because he seems to be losing time quickly? Noah Smith even braking a little bit more than I think expected. As how's this for a race? A Haas 1-2, the penultimate lap. Jensen Randall has found his way up to P3 from P6 on the restart. So much for me lamenting that Jensen Randall may miss out on a podium. He's right there. And only 2/10 behind Noah Smith. Looking to go side by side into turns 22. And he gets the overtake done. What an overtake for Jensen Randall. We've seen so many drivers lose it there, and he goes for the overtake and gets it. What a battle here. You see Jensen Randall hugging that inside line. Noah Smith around turn 27. David Rod, there's some contact behind. You see some damage. Is it drivable? You hope so, because we are on the final lap here. And not flashing is this man, the American Logan Oren. The pit stop on the safety car, he came out ahead of Nicolo Falzaresi. A great restart for him, although a bit of contact. And he will finish P1. And Jensen Randall, the fastest lap, going to be in P2. The penalty applied to Noah Smith and the Haas means David Rod, the Romanian driver, his first SRL race, will get a podium